Welcome, Kota Yoga family. I am Laura, and today we are going to be getting into the shoulders and hips, balance and stability. Some of my favorite things, I guess you could say. Also, having a block handy or a rolled up towel or blanket for the end of practice. So let's get started on our backs in a supine butterfly position, soles of the feet together, one hand on heart, one hand on your belly. And let yourself slowly settle into this space on your mat in this moment, easing the breath in and out, noticing the rise and fall of your chest, the belly as it rises meets the palm of your hand. Doing your best to clear all thoughts from your mind, letting go of all thoughts that do not serve you this morning. Take your hands to the outside of your thighs, close the knees in, keep those knees bent, work those feet to the outsides of the mat, and take a gentle windshield wiper of the knees, right and left, just to take a slight loosen of the low back and those hips. Good. Let's draw the knees in towards your chest. Extend the left leg long, keep right knee in towards your chest, take hold of the shin, roll the ankle, working out any pops or cracks in the foot, changing the direction of that rotation. Good. Let's take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Come to a half happy baby. So left hand to left hip, easing that right hip open. Extend that right leg long, grasp behind your right thigh, reach that right heel up towards the sky. Let that right leg slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Left knee pulls in towards your chest, roll the ankle, circle the toe around and around, changing the direction. Pointing, flexing, whatever feels good here. Left hand to left outer foot. Reach that knee towards your left shoulder. Find that half happy baby. Right hand to right hip or off to the side, whatever feels good. Extend left leg long. Grasp behind left thigh. Reach that left heel up towards the sky. Wake up that hamstring. Good. Release your hands. Lower the left leg all the way down to the mat. Slow and controlled. Good. Bringing both knees in towards your chest. Start to roll along your back, rock along that spine, working ourselves all the way up into a tabletop position. So coming on to hands and knees, taking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, coming into a couple rounds here of cat and cow, setting up with that chest lifted, chin up as you inhale. Exhale, round into the back, tuck the tailbone, tuck that chin to chest. Inhale, lift chest, lift gaze as you inhale. Exhale, round, pull that belly button in towards your spine, let that chin drop as you exhale. Inhale, lift the chest, pull that heart through, drop that belly towards the mat. Round into the back into your cat. Good. Inhale one more time, cow. Exhale to cat. Good. Let's walk those hands, couple handprints forward. Let's find our puppy pose. So tailbone reaching up towards the ceiling. Chest presses towards the mat. If this is too much on those shoulders, bend the elbows, let the forearms rest on the mat, or reach those fingertips a little bit more forward to get that nice extension through the tops of the shoulders, through the upper back. Walk those hands back underneath your shoulders. Let's take your left hand to your left ear. Open up that left elbow towards the sky. Exhale, close it down towards your right forearm. Inhale, elbow up. Exhale, close it down. Tap that out forearm. Inhale, open that elbow. Exhale, elbow to forearm. Open it back up. Lift, extend, reach, and lower that left hand back down to the mat. Right hand, right ear. Open that right elbow towards the sky. Exhale, pull that elbow towards your left forearm. Inhale, lift. Bring it down as you exhale. Inhale, open it up. Elbow to forearm. Lift it up high. Tap that forearm. Lift it back up. Reach and open that right side. Lower that right hand down to the mat. Spread those fingers wide. Curl the toes under. Lift those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Walking those heels, working out any tightness in those hamstrings, those ankles, feet, shoulders. First downward dog, a practice always feels so good. Good. Look up towards the top of the mat and start walking those feet up to meet your hands. Come to your half lift. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down, heart center. So a couple rounds of sun salutation A's as we prepare here in Tadasana. Take an inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Step your left foot back and then the right. Come to plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Keep those elbows in tight. Catch it. Inhale, up dog. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up high, downward facing dog. Tailbone reaches towards the ceiling. Look towards the top of the mat. Start walking feet between hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Right foot steps back. Left foot joins it, plank. Inhale, top of plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Hips up high to the back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Look up towards your hands. Walk those feet top of mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms scoop up overhead. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Left foot back. Right foot joins it, top of plank. Take that inhale. Exhale, lower down, hold, inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Boom, come to the tiptoes, look up towards your hands, step, walk, float, feet between hands, come to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down, heart center. One more time through. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, half lift. Step or hop your feet back. Come to plank. Start to build that power. Inhale, up dog. Up dog. Downward facing dog as you exhale. There you go. Nice. Find that breath here in your downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Come to tiptoes. Look up towards the top of the mat. Step, hop, or float feet. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands heart center. Good. Let's bend the knees, sink the hips, bring those arms up overhead. Find your chair pose. Send that tailbone down towards the ground, reaching through those fingertips, coming through a couple rounds of sun salutation B's with some variations. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, half lift. Step your feet back, come to plank. Hold at the top for that. Inhale, exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Lift that right leg high to the sky. Knee in towards your nose, look between your hands, set the foot down. Back heel spins to the ground. Inhale, lift those arms up, warrior one. Square those shoulders. Keep that strong bend in your front knee. Exhale, lower hands down in the mat. Right foot steps back. Find your plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high to the sky. Knee in towards your nose, look between your hands. Set your foot down between the hands. Back heel spins to the mat. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Square those shoulders. Send that front shin bone towards the front of the mat. Exhale, lower down. Left foot steps back. Plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find that breath here. Connecting. Let's take that left foot towards the center of the mat. Inhale, right leg high. Knee in towards your nose. Look between your hands. Set your foot down. Back heel spins down. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. This time we're going to cactus the arms open. Send those forearms back. Pull that chest open and then close those forearms together. Pressing forearms together, palms come to meet. Lift those elbows, reaching through, feeling those shoulders activate. Open up the arms back to cactus, reach fingertips high. Lower down hands, right foot steps back. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts high to the sky. Knee to nose. Set your foot down between your hands. Right heel on the mat. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Open up those arms, cactus those arms. Bend those elbows, pull those arms back, and then pull those forearms together to meet. Pressing forearms together, pressing palms together. Lift those elbows. Strong through the shoulders. Inhale, open those arms up, reach fingertips high to the sky. Lower hands down to the mat. Left foot steps back, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look up towards your hands. Step, walk, or float feet between your hands, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, come back to chair pose, closing out our sun salutation B's. Exhale, hands, heart center, straighten into those legs. Take hands to hips, feet a little bit wider apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Take your right hand to the center of the mat, left hand to hip, bend the right knee. Start to open up that left shoulder. Left hand can stay to hip, or you can lift that left arm up towards the sky to open up that chest and shoulder a bit more, and send that left hip up high, like you're jacking that hip towards the ceiling. Lower the hand back down to hip. Square those hips back towards the mat. Lower left hand, right arm comes to your right hip. Left knee bends. Roll that right shoulder open towards the ceiling. The right arm lifts high to the sky if you choose. Lower right hand to hip. Square the hips back towards the mat. Lower hands down, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands, heart center. All right, let's bring those feet back to hip distance. Inhale, arms up, sink the hips, bend the knees, come to your chair pose. Bring the hands to heart center. We're going to take a revolve over to the right. So left elbow, outside right knee. Turn and rotate that whole rib cage. Hands back to heart center. Lower hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. Keep that left heel lifted. We're going to rise those arms up to crescent lunge. Reaching through those fingertips, sending the right shin forward. Right hand reaches back towards your left thigh. Reach your left palm back. Open up through that side body. Right arm reaches back up to meet the left. Reach those arms forward, left arm down, right arm sweeps up. Revolve your lunge. Lower right hand inside of right foot. Turn to face the left side of your mat. Bend into left knee. Bend into right knee. Just a little skandasana here. Come to your wide-legged forward fold. Come to a half lift. Fold it down. Walk those hands. Now we're going to walk those hands back towards the top of the mat. Turn the right toes to face the front. We'll send that right leg back. Come to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking up towards the top of the mat. Bend the knees. Step, walk, or float feet between your hands. Half lift. Forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, arms up, sink the hips, bend the knees, come back to your chair pose. Bring those hands to heart center. Let's take a revolve over to the left. Tuck that right elbow outside of your left knee. Rotate that torso. Turn that rib cage. Good. Come back to center. Reach those arms up. Slowly lower them down to the mat. Step your right foot back. Keep your right heel lifted. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Good. Turn that left palm away. Reach for the back of that right thigh. Right palm pushes to the back of the room. Reach and open through that right side body. Reach that left arm up to meet the right. Lower hands down, right hand down, left arm up overhead. Revolve your lunge. Lower that left hand down inside of left foot. Send that right over to the right side, over the left. Little baby skandasana. We'll get deeper into this in a bit. Coming to your wide-legged forward fold. Grabbing hold of your ankles. Little rest here for those hips in this wide-legged fold. Hands to the mat. Walk hands top of mat. Turn the left toes and reach, face the front. Send that leg back. Plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find that breath here in down dog. Look up towards your hands. Step, walk, or float feet to the top of the mat. Come to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. I'm going to take our peace fingers, second and third finger. Take hold of those big toes. Find your big toe forward fold. Bend those elbows out. Let the head drop towards your knees. Bend the knees if you need to. If we have tight hamstrings, I understand. So bend the knees wherever you feel comfortable. Let that chest melt towards the top of the thighs. Melting it down. Release the toes. Come to a half lift. Take the hands underneath your feet this time. So palms under your feet. Toes meet the wrist creases. Get a little deeper into those shoulders. Hand, feet. Forward fold. Maybe feeling a little bit more opening in those hamstrings here. Release those hands. Bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet back. We're going to come right into our downward facing dog. Lift that right leg high. Bend the knee, pull it in towards your nose. Lift that leg high. Knee to nose, tuck it in, lift it high. Knee to nose. Look between your hands, set the foot down. Keep that left heel lifted, lift arms up, find your crescent lunge. Sweep those arms back, projected crescent. Coming up light on that left toe. Inhale, arms back up, crescent lunge. Reach and sweep, arms back, pressing into that right foot. Inhale, arms up overhead. Sweep those arms forward and down, left arm down, right arm up, revolve your lunge. Good. Lower the right hand inside of right foot. Turn towards the long side of your mat. Bend into your left knee, finding your skandasana here. So that left heel may be lifted, maybe it's the mat, maybe challenging that balance with hands at heart center, maybe one hand, both hands, or no hands. Lift and scoot to the top of the mat, bend into right knee, left leg goes long, maybe spinning on the heel of the left foot, maybe hands at heart center. Find your balance here. Pressing into the mat, shift over to a wide-legged forward fold. Come to fingertips. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk hands top of mat. Step your right foot back, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, left leg high to the sky. Inhale that knee in towards your nose. Lift that leg high. Knee to nose. Leg goes high. Knee to nose. Look between your hands. Set the foot down. Yep. Let's lift those arms up. Crescent lunge. Right heel stays lifted off the mat. Start to reach those arms forward and back. Projected crescent. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Sweep those arms back, come light on that right toe. Inhale, arms up. Good, reach those arms forward and down. Right hand to the mat, left arm reaches high to the sky. Lower the left hand down. Spin over to the long side of the mat. Bend into the right knee. Balancing on the toe of that right foot, or maybe that heel is pressing down. Pressing into the left heel, toes spin up. Maybe the hands come to heart center, trying to keep that chest up as much as you can. Walk those hands down to the mat. Bend into left knee, top of mat. Right leg goes straight. One hand or both hands. Skandasana here. Good. Hands to the mat. Lift up. Come to your wide-legged forward fold. Grabbing hold of those ankles. Chest melting towards your thighs. Good. Lift up, walk towards top of mat, step the left foot back, come to plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking up towards the top of the mat, bend the knees, step, hop, float feet, top of mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down, heart center. All right, moving into some balance here. I'm going to turn to face you. You stay facing me at the top of your mat. We're going to come into eagle pose. So pressing into, I'm going to mirror you. So press into your left foot. Lift your right knee. Cross your knee over that standing leg, maybe tucking that foot behind the calf. Reach those arms out. Taking your right arm, reach it under your left. Find your eagle arms. Lift those elbows. Maybe just finding that drishti as good as you can. I know you're trying to watch the video. If it's too much on those shoulders, take hold of opposite shoulders with opposite hands. Yep, so just doing your best here. And then when you're ready, crunch this eagle down. So we're going to find our sleeping eagle. Bring those elbows to thighs. Moving balance, always a challenge. Bringing that stability into play here. Unravel those arms. Lift that right knee. Straighten it out. Lower it back down to the mat and shake it out. Woo-hoo. All right, let's go to the other side. Mirroring you once again. Pressing into that right foot. Lift the left knee. Cross your leg over. And maybe using that toe as a kickstand or crossing it all the way around. Reach those arms out to a T. Take your left arm, reach it under the right. Wrap those hands. Take hold of the palms if you can. Or grab those out shoulders if that feels better. Finding what works best for you and just looking for that spot that is not moving, that drishti. And when you're ready, start to crunch that eagle down. That forearms come towards your thigh, coming to sleeping eagle. Slowly start to hinge back up. Coming back up to eagle. Unhinge the arms. Lift the left knee up. Straighten the leg. Drop it back down and work it out. Shake it out and come to the top of your mat. Good. Inhale, arms up overhead. We're going to come to chair pose. Sink the hips back. Bend the knees. We're going to come to a little toe balance here. Remember, this is all about balance today. So shifting forward onto those toes. And let's add some arm movement into this balance. So heels are lifted as high as you can off the mat. And using that movement of the arms to challenge that balance a bit more. Forward fold, shake it out. Nice job. Good. Let's interlace the hands, lift those arms up overhead, press the palms up towards the sky. Reach and extend over towards the right side. Come back to center, reach over to the left. Come back to center. Good. Step the left foot back. Back heel spins down. We're finding our warrior one pose. Turn those palms away, reach back behind, interlace hands, pull the chest open, shoulders back. Start to hinge it forward, coming into humble warrior. Reach the crown of the head forward, arms lift up towards the sky. Pull that right hip into midline. Lower the hands down, turn towards the long side of the mat, bend into the left knee, come back to your Skandasana. Finding that toe balance, stay low, going into that right knee, top of mat, left leg long. Good. Come back through center. One more time, back of mat. Come to the top of mat once again. Turn and spin those feet to face the front. Step back plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Looking up towards your hands. Step, walk, hop, feet between hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands heart center. Good, let's come back to that chair pose once again. Balancing on those toes. Sink those hips a little bit deeper. Second time through, sweep those arms back and forward. Back and forward. So moving balance. One of my favorites. Hold and fold. Nice work. Interlace hands. Bring those arms up overhead. Press those palms up towards the sky. Reach over to the right. Come back to center. Reach over to the left. Good. Come back to center. Release those hands. Stepping the right foot back. Heel comes to the mat. Find your warrior one. Turn those palms away from each other. Reach back behind. Interlace the hands. Press those knuckles down. Open up the shoulders and chest. Keep that chest uplifted. And then exhale. Bring the chest down towards the ground. Crown of head reaches towards the front of the room. Forehead down towards the mat. Yep. Left hip pulls in towards midline. Release those hands down inside of left foot. Turn facing the right side of the mat. Bend into right knee, back of mat. Hands come to heart center. Staying low as you bend into that left knee, top of mat. You got it. It's okay if you start to lose balance, it's okay. Stay low. Keep that booty as low as you can. Hands stay at heart center, bending into that right knee, back of mat. Bend into left knee, top of mat. Turn and face the front of the mat. Left foot steps back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, hop, top of mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping the left foot back and then the right, finding downward facing dog. Left foot center of mat, right leg lifts high to the sky. Knee in towards your nose. Lift it high. Knee to nose. Look between your hands. Set the foot down between your hands. Left heel stays lifted, coming up to our crescent lunge. Reach and sweep, coming to that projected crescent. Inhale, lift arms high. Sweep the arms back, light on that back toe. Inhale, arms up overhead. Reach those arms down, left arm to the mat, right arm opens up. Hands to the mat. Find your lunge. Reach those arms forward. Lift back up, crescent. Good. Ground into that right foot. Step the left knee towards the front of the mat. Hands to hips. We're going to come right into our eagle legs here. Eagle arms. So left leg over right. Left arm under right. Finding this full eagle once again. Oops, see, it happens. We fall out of it. It's okay. All right. And here, we're going to take, I'm struggling today too. Every day is different, right? Lift that left knee up. Send that leg back. Find your warrior three. If I can do it. Keep that heel pushing back. Oh, there I go. Okay, press that heel back. Warrior three, legs, eagle arms, lower hands the mat, standing split, or one-legged forward fold, as I like to refer to it. Left knee taps right calf. Send it back high. Left knee, right thigh, calf I should say. Left knee, right calf, bend and tuck. Extend that leg high. Leg to the back of the mat. Lower, right leg meets it. Find your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts high. Bring knee in towards your nose. Leg goes high. Knee to nose. Look between your hands. Yep. Foot between your hands, back, heel stays lifted, lift arms up overhead, crescent lunge. We're going to find our projected lunge, reach back with those fingertips, lift arms up. Sweep the arms back, come light on that right toe. Inhale up. Sweep the arms down, take that right hand on the mat, left arm lifts high. Lower the left hand down to the mat. Reach those arms forward and then sweep them up. Find your crescent. So getting ready to step forward with that right knee. Yep. Hands to hips to start. So taking that right leg across your left leg. Finding your eagle legs. Wrapping right arm under the left. Eagle arms. Lifting the elbows high, forearms away from the face. Sink down a little deeper into that left knee, left hip. Lift that right knee. Send it straight back. Find your warrior three. So really firmly pressing into that foundation left leg, reaching through that right heel. Extend those legs down, those arms down to the mat. Tuck right knee, left calf. Lift it high. Right knee, left calf. Lift. Right knee, left calf. Lift it high. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Left foot joins it. Find your plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Lower forward to plank. Roll into that plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untuck the toes. Reach those arms back. Come to locust pose. So reaching through those fingertips. Lift the chest, lift the legs. Lift and extend. You got it. Lift. Gaze is straight down. Reaching through. And exhale, lower. Bring hands in front. So stack the hands. Take your forehead to your hands. We'll rest here. All right. So right forearm presses into the mat. Bend the left knee. Reach back with your left hand and grab your left ankle. We're going to come to half bow pose. So lift the chest, lift the leg, find that bow. Inhale, lift, extend, hold, and lower it down. Release your foot, hand back, forehead to hands. Left forearm to mat. Bend the right knee, reach back for your right ankle, lift the chest, pull and kick that foot into your hand for half bow on the other side. Lift, like you're trying to pull that, make some space with that thigh off the mat. Lift the chest and lower it down. Release the foot, forehead to hands. Breathe here. All right, so optional here to come to locust or full bow. Full bow, bend both knees, reach for the ankles, knees in line with hips. On your next inhale, lift the chest, kick those feet into your hands, thighs come up off the mat if you can, and you may even get a little bit of that rock and roll motion. That's all good. So good for our digestion. Dhanurasana. Full bow here, reaching, extending, and release those hands back to the mat. Bend the knees, take a little windshield wiper back and forth. Release out that lower back. All right, straighten those legs, press the hands to the mat, send those hips back to child's pose. So knees go wide, hips to ankles, reach back, shift those hips side to side, release out any tightness you may be feeling in that low back. Good, we're going to take your right arm and we're going to thread it under your left arm into a little child's pose. Thread the needle, maybe come to fingertips on the left hand, or reach that hand back to the base of your back. That feels better. All right, bring that left hand back down to the mat. Lift that right hand back to the top of mat to meet the left in child's pose. Left arm under right, threading the needle here, coming to fingertips on the right hand, reaching it towards the top of the mat, or taking it to the base of your back. Rest there. Go gentle. Child's thread the needle. Lower that right hand back down in the mat. Left hand meets it. Coming onto our bottom, swinging the legs around. We're going to come onto our backs into supine, keeping those knees bent. All right, so we're going to lift the knees and we're going to come to a supine eagle pose. So the benefit here with supine eagle, there is no balance required. It's pretty cool. All right, so right leg over left, right arm under left. We're going to crunch it up for 8. Now I'll do my best to count. That's 1. Crunch it up for 2. I'm trying to keep that head and shoulders off the mat if you can. Crunch it for 3. Knees to elbow for 4. Crunch it up, activate that core for 5. This is 6. You got this, 7. Last one, 8. But guess what? We're going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Untangle the legs, untangle the arms. Good job. We get to go to the other side. Left leg crosses over the right. Tuck that foot around. Reach those arms out to the sides. Left arm under right. Wrap those arms. Supine eagle. Lift those shoulders up off the mat. We're going to crunch for 1, 2. Pull it in. You got it. Elbow in towards thighs for 3. Crunch for 4. You got this. 5. Crunch it up. 6. Almost there. 7. Last one. 8. And we're holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Release it down. Release those arms. Kick those feet out. Reach those arms up overhead. Fingertips back, toes forward. Feels so good. Wouldn't be a Laura class without some core, right? All right, pull knees into chest, rock side to side. Coming on to our backs we're still on our backs. Okay, so left ankle to right knee. So figure 4 stretch. So reach for the right thigh, pulling the right knee in towards your chest here. Get a little opening of that outer hip. If you'd like to straighten into that right leg towards the sky, feel free. Get a little bit more into that hamstring. Good. Bring that right foot back down to the mat. Cross your right leg completely over the left and drop the knees over to the right. Gaze can travel to the left. Nice. Twisting here, rinsing it all out. Good. Come back to center with the knees, uncross. Good. This time we're going to take the right ankle right above left knee. Reach for the back of that left thigh. Pull left knee in towards your chest. Straightening into left leg, reaching through the heel. Trying to extend long in that neck if you can. Good. Left foot comes back down to the mat. Good. Cross your right leg over the left. Drop the knees over towards the left knee. The gaze can go right. Slowly drawing knees back up to center, uncross the knees, nice hug to the chest. Little rock on that low back, feels good. We're going to roll up and grab your block or rolled up towel or blanket. One of my favorite things, we're going to take this towel or blanket at the base of our back, or your block if you have one, right at that sacrum. We're going to come to a supported shoulder stand or waterfall pose. So just having those legs up overhead in this inversion. So feet above the heart. So good for us mentally. Clearing the mind, reducing any stress, anxiety. Great for us physically. Helps legs up overhead, helps that heart work a little bit. Not so hard on the heart here. So a wonderful pose to do before bed, calming the body and the mind. You could also do this up the wall, legs up the wall if you don't have a block, and just rest those legs. All right, bend the knees and bring the feet back down to the mat. Extend one or both legs out. This is another really great way to open up the front of the hips. Reach those arms up overhead. This full body supported, kind of a variation of a bridge lift here with those legs out. Bend the knees. Lift the hips, remove the block. Good. And just take a little slight windshield wiper to the knees, back and forth, rinsing out any last tightness in the low back. Making any final adjustments and taking the soles together. We're going to come to a supine butterfly pose once again, right where we began our practice. Right hand to belly, left hand to heart. And just doing a little compare and contrast of how we're feeling here compared to the beginning of our practice. Coming to our final relaxation pose, Shavasana, either staying in that supine butterfly with knees out, or if it feels better to straighten the legs, feel free to help the knees together and release those legs long. And staying here in Shavasana for as long as you feel you need today. So at least 5 minutes is a great number of minutes. Just listening to your body, what you need this morning. I will leave you here in Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining me. My heart to yours. Namaste.